Yeah, it's funny too because it's mom's basement. So like she finished it over the summer, and then I started setting up the show down here. Then I moved down here permanently, so I live in my mom's basement. Yeah, let me know when we're filming. And thank you for watching Time to Football. I am your host, Hassan Khan. The name rhymes. Let's get over it. The old shows just reminded me of an idiot liquored up running his mouth. Get it? Mike Vanderjagt, Peyton Manning, Pro Bowl 2005, no one? Okay, well, Peyton used the word liquored up as a verb. I probably shouldn't say anything because I use time to football as a verb and the number 2 instead of the word 2. Let's get started on football though. It's preseason and I actually love preseason football. Anyone? Ooh. The answer was, what is a joke? Yes, Daniel Thurman, I stole that line from you. Now what's so awesome about preseason is that you get to see guys play that you can't see play during the regular season. And with that said, I'm going to take you across the NFL to give you an insight of the best position battles and the ones that are the most vital but no one is talking about. So now since ESPN and NFL.com have huge boners for quarterbacks, I'll start off with quarterbacks and I'm going to take you down to Jacksonville where we're going to talk about Blaine Gabbert and Chad Henne. Chad Henne exploded last year when he threw for over 300 yards against the Houston Texans in that overtime loss. Gabbert is young. He's their number 1 draft pick from a few years ago. So the smartest thing to do is to start Gabbert and just build a team around him. My opinion, Gabbert's the man. Now let's head over to New Orleans and talk about the running back position. Mark Ingram versus Pierre Thomas. Oh, I forgot someone. Notice how I didn't mention Darren Sproles? That's because Sproles is everything. He's a kick returner, a punt returner, a third down running back, a receiver. He's like an offensive weapon. OW. But I still say go with Pierre Thomas because Mark Ingram has had some fumbling issues in the past and is still young and is still developing. Now let's go over to Philadelphia and talk about the quarterback situation. Michael Vick has the upper hand in Chip Kelly's new... Huh. How about that?
That escalated quickly.
Here's something that no one is really talking about. The Bengals' number 2 wide receiver position. You have Calvin Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald. Those are wide receivers that the quarterback can throw to all the time. That's the same thing with AJ Green. Dalton and AJ have this amazing chemistry. But you still need a number 2 option, and the logical answer is to go with Mohamed Sanu. See, in his rookie year last year, he got 16 passes, and get this, 4 of them, 25% of his passes were touchdowns. Now, is he gonna be a breakout fantasy stud? I don't know Marco Fabiano, but I know for sure he will get the start. I have a good feeling about that. BT Dubs, never get fantasy advice from Adam Rank. It's not that good. Nor is he humorous. I'm introducing a new segment on the show called The Wrath of Khan. It's where I sound off about certain topics that have been on my mind as of late. And the topic I'm going to sound off this week is the preseason battle between Mark Sanchez and Geno Smith over in Gotham City. Now, honestly, I don't know what Rex Ryan is up to. Maybe he's making the co-quarterback system where Tom Landry would start Roger Staubach sometimes. So this is going to be the first ever dual quarterback QB system in NFL history. You have Mark Sanchez here, and what would have been Tim Tebow, but now it's going to be Geno Smith. You have the running back in the back, so you have the option for a draw play or a play action, and then you have a tight end and 2 receivers on the side. Now the center has the option to draw the play to whoever he feels like it. He wants to go to Sanchez, he goes to Sanchez. If he wants to go to Smith, he goes to Smith. Congratulations, Nick Mangold. Your 4 Pro Bowls and your 3 All-Pro selections gave you the trust of the coaching staff and general manager John Idzik to snap the ball to whoever you feel like snapping the ball to. Run a freaking boot out to the right. Whatever it is, you're a quarterback in the NFL, Mark Sanchez. And with that, you have to stay classy. And I know there's a fan that tweeted you, and I quote, F you, hope you tear your ACL on Friday. And then you replied, thanks for the support, man. Exclamation mark, hashtag classy. Now, if I was in your shoes, Mark, I'd be upset too. Okay, I would think to myself, not say, but think to myself, hey, dude, you want me to tear my ACL? Okay, that's a douche thing to say. Just like you can't fight fire with fire, you can't fight douchery with douchery. You have to be humble. And what's up with going with Sanchez all the time? Okay, maybe he wows in practice and we just don't see it on game day. Maybe Sanchez getting a $20.5 million contract extension and Geno Smith getting drafted in the second round was supposed to be some sort of motivation factor. Either way, if you're throwing 5 more interceptions than you are touchdowns, something's got to change. And then Rex Ryan, oh my gosh, the almighty Rex Ryan. What happens if your almighty top 10 defense falls and crumbles? I'll give you some names right now. Saints, Packers, Patriots. All 3 defenses subpar the last 2 years. But they make up for it because their offense is elite. They have a lot of offensive weapons. OWs! The Jets are such a classy, historic organization, but then Rex Ryan comes in 2009 and then the place just burns down. I don't know what it is. I love the New York Jets and I love their historic past, but come on, man. Bottom line is you got to be concerned more of your mental well-being before you can change your physical play on the field. You got to be concerned about your image. You got to be concerned about your players' mentalities. Rex, and yours as well. And you have just experienced the wrath of God. Whew! That was awesome. Well, I'll just end the show on that note. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at @It'sHassanKhan and follow your dreams, believe in your passions, and achieve your life goals. Stay hungry.